Still here. I think I know the last great season of us. Looking back, I think I can identify the year, the one where everything was still in motion, before the settling, before it stilled in here. Not a bad year after, don't misread me. The years since have had beauty of their own, but there's a photograph inside my memory from the last great season, and I've grown protective of it, like I know it's limited, like a recording of a voice now gone. I play it in the quiet when I need it. The last great season still going on. And here's what weary love won't tell you publicly, that after the last great version you can still choose, that the inventory of a love past peak is not a burial, it's just the bookkeeping of what you don't want to lose. After the last good version of this, I'm still here. After the peak and the best of what we had, I choose the morning after, and the morning after that. After the last good version, not bad, not broken, just the afterword, the season 2 of something that at season 1 on fire. After the last good version, I still love you, and that might be the realest I've been entire. I could pretend we're still in the great season, perform the early version for us both, dress the present in the clothes of that first glory, and let nostalgia carry all the growth. But that would be a kindness made a lion, and lying is not kindness, it's just fear. I'd rather love you in the actual season than love a photograph of what was here. The actual season has a quiet dignity. The aftermath of fire is not ash if it still burns. A smaller flame is still a flame, still useful. And weary love still holds, still teaches, still returns. Count the years not as losses, as inventory. Here is what remains, you still reach for me. Here is what remains, I still make your coffee. Here is what remains, we are still the we that matters, the one that shows up after the last great version has been lived. The love that doesn't leave when leaving's easy is the love that has the most of all to give. After the last good version, I'm still here. That means something, that means everything. Look at me, still here. There's a kind of tired that comes from the unresolved, not the tired of doing, the tired of waiting, of holding a question in both hands every morning and going to sleep with it still oscillating. Maybe we work this out, maybe we don't. Maybe this grows into something we're staying for. Maybe the version of us in 2 years from now is the reason I'm standing at this door. Maybe is the heaviest word in the language when it lives in the body instead of the mind. I've been carrying maybe for longer than is reasonable, and maybe is making me want to resign from the carrying, not from you. Carrying the maybe every single day is a kind of weary love won't aim. Always in the conditional, always in the could be, always in the not yet, just the same. I want a yes so I can live with no, but maybe it's the weight that breaks the spine. love you through the maybe, but I need the maybe to become defined. I've been building on the conditional foundation, construction on a ground that isn't set. Every room I build inside the maybe is a room I can't quite furnish or forget. I've loved you through the maybe. I want credit for the years I spent on undecided ground. Carrying the maybe takes a kind of courage that doesn't often get to make a sound. Because maybe love is invisible to outside. It doesn't have the clean grief of the no or the celebration of the yes decided. It just has the weary middle, slow and barren. Tell me something certain, even small. Tell me one thing in this love that isn't conditional. The one thing you are sure of in the maybe, something real and declarative and full. I'll do the same. I'll give you one short thing, a plank of solid ground inside the swamp, enough to stand on while we work the maybe into something either yes or drop. I am sure that I would miss you. That's one thing. I am sure that this has mattered. That's two. Give me yours. Two sure things, and we build from there. Two sure things. That's enough for tonight. That's enough to carry. I still talk to the version of you from year 3, the one who told me everything before you learned to keep the inside in and show the outside. The version of you before the walls were turned inward, before you learned to close the drawbridge, before the moat appeared around the keep. The year 3 version answered every question with the whole honest answer, not the brief. And I have been in a relationship with both of you, the one you were and the one you've become. And somewhere in the loving of the distance between those two, I've come half undone. I'm not grieving you, you're sitting right across from me. I'm grieving the version that would say the thing, the version that came all the way to the doorstep before it learned to stop at the beginning. The version of you I still talk to lives in memory, answering me fully at the kitchen table. The version of you I still talk to isn't gone, it's in there past the drawbridge. If we're able to lower it together, back to cross and back to the year 3 doorway we both knew. The version of you I still talk to is the real one, and I'm still here, still talking, come through. When did you learn that openness was danger? When did you close the valve on what you feel? Was it me? I asked myself on Tuesdays. Was the closing something that I made you seal? Or was it the world, the years of being open and finding that the openness was cost? You learned the hard way what exposure offers, and I am somewhere in the things you've lost. The confidence to say the unsaid sentence, the willingness to arrive without the guard. I used to know the unguarded version of you, and I miss it. God, I miss it so hard. This isn't criticism, hear the love inside it. I am not cataloging your deficit. I'm saying that I miss you, the whole version, the one who wasn't scared to show up lit with feeling. Come back, not all the way if that's too much. Not year 3, everything in one long night. Come back one sentence further than you usually go. One sentence past the wall, up a crack of light. I'll do the same. I'll tell you something true that I've been keeping past the usual too. We'll trade one sentence each past where we usually stop and build a bridge from the inside out for both. I'll go first. I'm scared that we've become two people who are kind to each other and nothing else. I'm scared that the kindness is the wall now. And I'd rather have the mess of the real thing than the courtesy of the closed one. That's my sentence. Your turn. Your turn. One sentence. Past the wall. I'm listening. Year 3. Listening. Go. Somewhere in the first 2 years between us, a contract formed that neither of us signed. Terms and clauses drafted in the silence, and every assumption left behind. You assumed I'd always be the planner. I assumed you'd always be the strong. We drafted roles without a single meeting and handed them to each other all along. An unsigned contract still carries obligation when both parties live inside the terms. We built a legal structure out of habit and forgot that habits are the thing that turns into a life. And lives deserve revision. The agreement we never signed is running us. The clauses we wrote in the subtext of a year. The unsigned contract of who does what and feels what accumulated silently right here. I don't wanna live inside a document I didn't get to read before I signed or negotiate. Sit across the table, let's redraft the terms of what we find is still working, what is not, what needs revision. Two people with the power to amend. The agreement we never signed is not unchangeable. Pull out the clause and let us start again. The clause that says I handle all the heavy. The clause that says you need me to be light. The clause that says we don't discuss the money. The clause that says we don't fight past midnight. Each clause made sense the season that we made it, but seasons change and clauses need a review. The version of me who agreed to this arrangement was an earlier draft of who I've grown into, and I suspect that you have outgrown several of the terms you quietly agreed to wear. The person that I fell in love with, darling, was never meant to live inside that clause right there. New document, delete the silent draft, and this time we sit and name the thing we need. Not the version of ourselves that others asked for, but the actual revised intentional creed. I need you to see me past the role I'm filling. You need me to see you past the one you play. The agreement we never signed is not our ceiling, it's just the place from which we draft today. What do you actually need from me? Not what the contract says, not what we've always done. What do you, right now, this version of you, actually need? Listening. Draft it out loud. I'll do the same. New terms starting tonight. Day 1, the coffee was the right temperature. The cup was the one I usually prefer. The morning light came through the east side window and did the thing the morning light should stir. I noted all of this in my diary, filed it under things that should have moved me, then filed the absence of the moving separately under still waiting for the feeling. I've been keeping the Anhedonia Diaries, the faithful record of the should have felt. Every sunset locked, every kindness documented, every beautiful thing and nothing dealt. The Anhedonia Diaries, day 40-something. The food tastes good in the way the facts are true. The Anhedonia Diaries, your face still registers as the most important face inside the room. I'm cataloging all the non-arrivals, the feeling that sets off toward me then dissolves. The Anhedonia Diaries, I'm still riding, still keeping the record while the self resolves. Day 12, you told me something that you carried, something you've been holding since July. I noted important, noted you were trusting me, noted should've cried. Didn't wrote it down, cross-reference with day 9 when the music hit the wrong way. Wrote the architecture of the feeling is still standing, just nobody's living in it today. I want you to know that the diary is thorough, that every entry is an act of faith, that the act of cataloging what I'm missing is proof that I believe it has a place to return to when the season lifts. That there is a day in here, I feel it coming, where the entry writes itself in the present tense. Not the sunset should've moved me, but the sunset moved me. Past tense fence broken down, the thing arriving as itself. Day 1 of after, I imagine it already. The diary closing on the last long numb, the feeling walking back in without knocking, taking up the residence it came from. Till then I write, I document, I witness the faithful record of a self-made thought. The Anhedonia Diaries are honest about a numbness that I never asked for. Day 48, you held my hand, I felt it, just for a second, I felt it. I wrote it down, entry, something's coming back, hold on. The night we go up, we poured the concrete in the early years, got the foundation level, got it square. Check the drainage, check the soil beneath us, did everything you're supposed to do with care. But concrete was as far as we got going. We blueprinted the floors above for years, measured windows, argued over ceilings, refined the plan through changing of careers. And now I'm standing in the ground floor only, the blueprint road and leaning on the wall. We built the base of something that was gorgeous, installed before we built the rooms at all. I don't blame you for the stalling, I stalled with you. We both chose the planning over the ascent. The ground floor is the safest, I know that much, but safe was never what the blueprint meant. The ground floor we never left is where we're living, surrounded by the concrete we poured right. The upper floors existing only as intentions, beautiful and unreached in the light. I wanna build, I wanna lay the timber. I want the second floor, the view, the room where we can finally see the thing we started, not just the ground we stood on since the bloom. The bedroom floor exists in measurements, I know exactly how much light it gets. The kitchen is a conversation we revisit, a room we furnished only in our heads. And there's an attic at the top I dream about, where the version of us that built it all the way sits in the slant of a late afternoon light, quiet, haven't finally arrived, but not today. Today we're in the ground floor with the blueprint. Today we talk about the room we'll make, but talking about making is not making. And I am tired of the plans we won't mistake. 4 walls, 1 floor, just one that's built, 1 floor tonight. Not the whole house, just the act of going up. Pick up the lumber of the conversation we've been meaning to have. Fill the cup of 1 real room above the ground we settled on. I don't need the attic or the view, just 1 floor up from where we've been forever. Just 1 floor up, just me and you. First step on the stairs, right now I'll follow, or I'll lead. Either way we go up tonight, we go I am a river stone smooth where I was once an edge. The years of you have worn away the rough. Every sharp opinion, every firm resistance, softened by the current of your love. I don't say that as complaint, I say it tenderly. The erosion has been kind in what it took. I'm easier to hold now than I was at 20, smoother in the places where I shook. But sometimes late at night I search the surface for the jagged piece of me that used to be, and find it so worn down that I can't locate it, and wonder who the smoothness is. Is it still me? The soft place I've worn away, I gave it to you, year by year and argument by grace. The soft place I've worn away is in your keeping, somewhere in the texture of your face. I'm weary in the way that rivers weary, not broken, just reshaped by what they've done. The soft place I've worn away is not a wound, it's just the shape of love across the long run. And you have softened too. I've watched the wearing. The younger version of you that I knew had angles that could cut if you were careless, and time turned them to curves. It happens to the ones who love for decades past the newness, who stayed through all the friction of the real. You're smoother at the edges, I am too, love. And the softness is the proof that this was real. But weary comes with smooth, there is no hiding the cost of all that wearing on the bone. Even river stones tire of the current, even beautiful erosion is alone. Hold the stone, the smooth one, river tumble stone. That is what we've made of one another, not broken, not less reconsidered by decades of each other. I'm not asking to be jagged and resistant, not asking for the edges to return. I'm asking to be held inside the wearing and told the smoothness was a thing to earn. Tell me that the weary and the softened is the truest version of the love we built. Beauty, the river stone, no roughness and no guilt. Feel the smooth. That's us. That's what we did to each other, gently over years. Still here, still held. The opposite of love is not indifference, but indifference is where I've been living. Not cold, cold has sensation, cold is presence, cold knows it's cold. This is the undividing, a feeling from its frequency entirely. The place where temperature has given up. Not ice, because ice is still a thing with texture. I'm talking about the nothing in the cup, the thing that has no measure on the dial. Not hot, not warm, not cool, not cold, just gone. The temperature of nothing. I live in it while still inside our living. Carrying on. Don't call it peace, peace is warmth inside it. Don't call it calm, calm is something chosen. This is the nothing that precedes the either, the void before the thaw or before the frozen. The temperature of nothing is my reading, not the fever and not the freeze. The temperature of nothing, what does it measure when the instrument itself has lost the keys? I stand inside our love at room of nowhere, at the absence of the thermal in the room. The temperature of nothing is not nothing, it's the fullness of a very particular gloom. You touch my face and I receive the data. The warmth of your hand registered correct, but the registration is not the experiencing. And I don't know what happens in between the connect and the feeling somewhere in the relay. The temperature gets lost inside the wire and arrives as information without warmth in it. A fact about your hand without the fire. And I want the fire, God, I want the fire. I want the scalding and the goosebump cold. I want the temperature of something real and measured, not the nothing. Let me feel the old. The thermometer is not broken. Let me tell you, the mechanism of feeling still exists. It's just suspended in a thermal nothing, a calibration somewhere in the mists. I believe the temperature returns to living. I believe that nothing has an end inside. I believe because the nothing isn't empty. I can feel its edges in the night. Something at the border of the temperature of nothing. Something pressing in from either side. Warmth or cold or anything with reading coming through the nothing. Something wide, 1 degree. I felt it just now. 1 degree above the nothing. You were the 1 degree. Stay close. 1 more degree. There's a book on your nightstand from September. The bookmark at page 43 unchanged. You said it was getting good right at the beginning. Then something intervened and rearranged the priorities, the evenings, the attention, the way that life consumes the things we planned. Page 43 has been page 43 since autumn put the cold back in the land. I'm not talking about the book, you know I'm not. I'm talking about us, the way we stop at 43 is something worth the reading, and find excuses not to reach the top. The unread book on your side of the bed is everything we need to get to. Everything we said we'd finish, everything instead of the next step neither one of us can see to. I wanna read with you. I want us both to turn the pages past the plays we've been. The unread book has 40 chapters waiting, and we are still on 43. Begin. I've thought about removing it or reading it to tell you what you're missing in the plot. But then I think the bookmark is a marker, a faithful little record of the spot where we pause together without knowing that the pause would stretch to seasons, stretch to years. The bookmark patient as a sleeping harbor, still holding 43 through all the fears. And God, I love you patient as a bookmark. I love you when the pauses don't mistake, but patient has a limit called the ending, and endings come for everything. Awake, pick it up tonight, not metaphorically. The actual book, the actual page. Read me just 1 paragraph, 1 sentence. We don't have to finish it, just engage. The willingness to open what we've left closed is more than all the plans we've made and shelved. Turn the page or start a brand new chapter. Just don't leave us bookmarked on the shelf. 44. Just get to 44. I'll be here reading with you, page by page. You wake at 6 and inside the time of urgency. The morning's a decision, you hit it at a sprint. I wake at 6 inside a different country. The morning's still arriving, I'm not in it yet. You're already at the afternoon of feeling. Before I've had the morning on my mind. We're in the same bed, same city, same apartment, but living in 2 time zones all the time. And I don't know when the clocks desynchronized. I don't remember the moment of the split. The drift was gradual, the way all drift is gradual, until you look across and notice it. 2 clocks, different cities, same address. You at your noon while I'm at my dawn. We keep mistiming all the conversations. Me still waking up when you've already gone to bed, inside the evening of your feelings, while I'm arriving at the afternoon. 2 clocks, different cities, 1 apartment, and I don't know which one of us can tune to the other's time zone anymore. When you need comfort, I'm at early morning, not yet in the part of me that holds. When I need laughter, you're already closing the windows of the feeling, getting cold. We've tried to synchronize, God, we've attempted. You slow, I rush, we meet in the between, but the between is thin and hard to linger in the brief overlap where we are both seen. There's a window every day, I know there is, the hour where our time zones briefly cross, and I keep missing it, or you keep missing it, and another day of overlap is lost. Teach me your time zone, walk me through the hours, tell me when you're at your noon, your dusk. I'll meet you there if you meet me at my dawning, and we'll build a 3rd time zone just for us. A city that doesn't exist on any map, the hour where we both arrive is whole. 2 clocks were synchronized by choosing to tick in the same direction, soul to soul. What time is it for you right now? Not the clock on the wall. Emotionally, what time is it? I'm at early morning, still arriving. Tell me yours.